Welcome in, Coach Kevin Carroll, along with Greg Ruff. Glad to have you. A good win over a really good basketball team. That number 11. What do you do with a guy like that, right?
That's a great question. We've not figured that out yet.
It made for a fun game, and I thought you guys did a lot of things really, really well. You got out and established the lead, and Dean and I were actually talking in the second half. We didn't think, it was like a 6-point game. We're like, nobody's going to get up at double digits again and getting a separation again, and you guys were able to do it. Talk about that run late in the second half.
Yeah, well, I think we have a stretch there. We hit like probably 4 threes in a span of probably 3 minutes or something like that. I think Brett hit 3 of them. Brett Wright hit 3 of them, and he really came in and gave us a spark off the bench. There in the second half, and we struggled out of the gates in the second half. I thought we were taking some kind of tougher shots, and then really we just started moving the ball, started getting good shots, found guys who were hot, and did what we needed to do.
Brett Wright on the second one, it was a 3 out of a timeout. Did you call? Was that the play to call?
Yeah. I mean, he'd just hit one. I think previously. He's, I don't want to give away too much to people who haven't seen him play yet, but he's one of our better shooters. So, a lot of credit to our guys to be able to execute and understand when a guy's got a hot hand and to find him when he's open.
Well, I thought in that one in particular, he came off at the top of the key, and he didn't flinch, and the guy was right in his face, too, and he still rose up and knocked it down.
Yeah.
The other guy that we got up here we're going to talk to in a little bit is Caleb Terry, too, double-double. And, by the way, Caleb, when you see the stats and they only have one block, you don't even have to ask. I'll be trying to get that one changed where you get the second block in there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one.
But talk about what Caleb brought tonight in particular.
Yeah, and he probably wasn't feeling his best. He's been a little bit under the weather here for the last couple
days. I hope
days.
He's sick a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. But he did a good job of getting in and out of his screens so we could get the ball to him down low. They were really fixated, especially on Jalen, on ball screens. And when you put 2 on the ball and you have a guy that's willing to run as hard as he can and just be willing to make 1 or 2 more passes, you're going to be able to have an opportunity down there. And luckily we were able to take care of that. I mean, he was 6 of 8 from the field, had 13 rebounds. I mean, I think that's his second double-double in a row, and he's been playing really well for us lately.
Real quickly, we'll wrap it up with you. Just talk about going to Christian Brothers and then Union on Saturday.
Yeah, big weekend for us. Big weekend for us. 2 tough road games against really 2 very tough and physical teams. I think I've been saying to myself all week, this is going to be kind of a week that we look back at the end of the year and say, okay, hey, this really defined kind of the way that our season turned. If we can get 1 or 2 of those, or one of those, we're in pretty good shape. I feel like heading to the second half of the season of the conference play. If we get both of them, we're in great shape. So, but you got to win the first one before we can win the second one. So,
all right. Who do we get next? We got Brett or Caleb? We'll go Caleb.
We'll go Caleb right here.
Caleb Terry next in about 30 seconds.